Alright, here comes the ultimate reading strategy once again. Now, I see a pretty big passage here. I could sit around, read the whole thing, or I could see 4 questions and realize I can probably answer them in about 2 minutes or less, if I use the efficient strategy. The right strategy is go straight to the first question, read it, and then read down until I can answer it. So, in lines 1 to 4, Waverly characterizes June's advertisement as being. How does Waverly characterize June's advertisement in lines 1 to 4? In other words, from here to here. Waverly laughed in a light-hearted way. I mean really, June. And then she started in a deep television announcer voice. 3 benefits, 3 needs, 3 reasons to buy. Satisfaction guaranteed. Okay, how does Waverly characterize her advertisement? Well, she's making fun of her, so she's saying it's bad, and she's also saying 3 benefits, 3 needs. So she's making fun of the fact that it's very classic and very sort of, very in-your-face and lame, I would say. That's my answer. I go back. Alright, unsophisticated and heavy-handed. Maybe. It's very heavy-handed. It's very direct. Somber and convoluted. It's definitely not convoluted. It's too direct. Clear and concise? No, because she's laughing at it. That is a compliment. Humorous and effective. She's laughing at it and saying it's bad. This is wrong. Clever and lively. She's saying it's bad. That's wrong. It has to be A because she's saying it's bad, and she's also saying it's too direct. Next. In the context of the passage, the statement, I was surprised at myself, suggests that June what? So I go back. Keep going down. She said this in such a funny way that everybody thought it was a good joke and laughed. And then, to make matters worse, I heard my mother saying to Waverly, True, one can't teach style. June is not sophisticated like you. She must have been born this way. I was surprised at myself, how humiliated I felt. Well, it's saying she was surprised by how humiliated she felt. So let's figure out which answer is how humiliated she felt. She had been unaware of the extent of her emotional vulnerability. Well, she did feel pretty humiliated. I'm going to say maybe. Was exasperated that she allowed Waverly to embarrass her in public? No, that's not good. It's a trick answer. It says she was surprised by how humiliated she felt, not that Waverly was the one who humiliated her. Done. Was amazed that she could dislike anyone so much? No, she was embarrassed. Had not realized that her mother admired her friend Waverly? No, she was embarrassed. Felt guilty about how much she resented her own mother? No, she was embarrassed. We're done. Alright, it has to be A. We keep going. June's observation 10 to 11, I had again, suggests that. We go straight here. I had been outsmarted by Waverly once again. Alright, so if she's saying that, it probably means that Waverly has outsmarted her before. Back. June had expected Waverly to insult her. No. Well, maybe. I don't know. She could have expected it. June had hoped to embarrass Waverly this time. No evidence. Waverly had a private understanding with her mother. Ridiculous. Waverly had made Jude feel adequate on previous occasions. Yes, that's more the before answer I was looking for. It's much better than A. Dead. Waverly was a more talented writer than June was. What? Absolutely no evidence. We're good. 13. For June, a significant aspect of what happened at the dinner party is that, well, she was at the dinner party, and someone made fun of her, and the last line of the dinner party is, I have been outsmarted by Waverly once again, and now betrayed by my own mother. I'm going to go ahead and say she was outsmarted by Waverly and betrayed by her own mother. So, her mother had taken great pains to make Waverly feel welcome. No, she was betrayed by her mother. Her mother had criticized her for arguing with Waverly. She never argued with Waverly. Her mother had sided against her in front of family and friends. That's exactly what happened, and she was betrayed, had sided against her. Waverly had angered June's mother. No, her mother wasn't angry at Waverly. Waver had lied to June's mother. Nope, that never happened either. Bam. C. So all I'm doing is looking at the questions, looking at the passage and reading just enough to answer them. 4 questions in less than 4 minutes, and I've been announcing the entire time. This method is really fast and really efficient. Do not waste your time reading this whole thing. The other thing to point out is that if you had read this entire passage and then tried to answer these 4 questions, you would have forgotten all the major details that are in this little bit of text compared to all of this. Stick with this method.